Once again, it's Mitchell.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
3rd down and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Cleveland.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Cleveland.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell to the 27-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Hurts. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cleveland setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of
State, but a nice carry. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A great pickup there, 30. Yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Throwing to start the drive. Cleveland. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Operating from the gun, Cleveland. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun on third down, Cleveland. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Cleveland. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Cleveland. Over the middle, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Cleveland. And he will find his man on the outside. And it'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cleveland. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Cleveland able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Gibbs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to speed things up here. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake. And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A give here to Mitchell.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So now the Lions down 20-17, 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turn.